up, though? It's BZB, aka your favorite tech cousin. What up, cuz? AKA your trusted tech advisor. And this tech that we're going over today is a little bit different. This tech is it's a Tesla, actually. You know, that is crazy. Okay, so a little bit of a story time. I have a Tesla. This Tesla that I have now is my second Tesla. My first one got totaled, unfortunately, in an accident. Nobody was harmed. Nobody got hurt. That's the most important things. We can replace cars. We can replace things. We cannot replace lives, right? Okay, so fast forward to past the weekend, really, and I got my second Tesla. My first Tesla was a Tesla Model S, and that was a 2015, if I'm not mistaken. It was a 70D. And then I got a Tesla Model Y, 2021 Tesla Model Y. Yeah, so that one has been my daily driver. We ain't been on no road trips or nothing like that, but it's been great. Until about 3 weeks ago, I was on my way to church on a Sunday, and it kept beeping, beep, 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 like every probably 15-30 seconds. And it basically was saying that my car would not charge past 50 miles. And I'm just like, bruh, this cannot be life, you know? And I was a stickler when I bought my first Tesla and when I bought my second Tesla that I would be in the battery warranty. So it's 8 years or 100,000 miles, whichever one comes first, right? So like I said, mine is a 2021, so I knew I was in that battery range where it would be fixed. But I'm sitting at, I think it was 90,000 miles. So I was a little nervous. It's not, they could say all they want to, but until it's in your hand or you see that estimate say 0 and you see that it's been paid at 0, you just kind of sitting on pins and needles. The other thing was I really needed a loaner. I needed a loaner. I do way too much driving. I do way too much just overall for me to not have a car, right? So I made my appointment. They said your appointment is about 10 days out. The one that I did an appointment, tried to do an appointment closest to me, and they said June 1st. Today, the day I'm recording this video, is May 25th. So I still wouldn't have got an appointment, I still would have been waiting. So I turned it in on that Thursday. They was like, okay, cool. Now we're just working on your loaner. So how this process works, the cool thing about Tesla, if you don't already have a Tesla and you're curious how the service and everything works, you go in through your app, and because the app talks to the phone and the phone talks to the app, they already know what's going on. So they could tell all the sensors, or they can figure out, kind of diagnose you without even ever talking to a person. It's a lot different than a combustible engine type of car, right? So they saw the error message, and they said, basically, if you want to go ahead and do it, parts are on the way. So the parts were on the way. I dropped it off on a Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember which day. I think it was a Wednesday. And I was able to get a loaner. And so the guy was talking to me, and he was like, hey, so how far are you traveling? I was like, I need to travel, a little bit, whatever. He was like, I got one currently that's at 60%. I said, he was like, no, okay, don't trip. I got a Model 3 that's at 100%. He was like, let me get the keys. I said, right, hold on. Since we just gonna be test driving, since we're gonna be loaning the car out and whatnot, you don't got no Cybertrucks, do you? And he was like, I don't know. He was like, let me see. So he went to go check. This was Matthew from Tesla in Westmont. That's my boy. He did a phenomenal job, right? So he was like, let me check. He was like, He said, man, all of the Cybertrucks are out. He was like, but I do have a newer Model Y. He was like, this is just like the one that you got, we could go ahead and do that. He was like, let me get the keys for you. I said, okay, wait, hold on. Since we own the topic, do you have any Model X's? Because I really, really, really like the Model X. Now we get to the point of the video, right? The Model X is a fire car. Model S and the Model X are two of the premium Teslas for sure, right? Cybertruck too, but before there was a Cybertruck, there was a Model X. So he said, yeah. So he was like, let me see. Boo, 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 boo. He was like, the only thing is, it's going to be about an hour and a half for it to charge. I said, yeah, that's cool. I'm good with it. I got some time. You know, I brought my laptop with me just in case I need to do some work. He's like, okay, cool. So 7 minutes later, like literally, I just made my green tea. He said, hey, come bring your stuff with me. Bring your stuff with you. Let's go outside. I said, oh, okay. Pulled up in a black with, what's this? This is like cream interior, black Model X, and open up the doors. And we tried out FSD. So this has hardware 4. So if you don't know, so this is it has the yoke steering wheel, that's something to get used to for sure. Hardware 4, check this out. Screen moves. I mean, it's just like really beautiful. You know what I'm saying? 3rd row seats in the back, as you can see here. My kids love that. And then there is a display too. But yeah, this car is really amazing. This is the best Tesla that I've ever driven. My dad has a Tesla Model S. He has a 2016. Like I said, I had a 2015, and then I got a 2021 Model Y. But the Model X, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, do I need to rob a bank, or like, do we need to set it off in here, or like, how can I get this Model X? You know, three quirky things that I definitely had to get used to while driving this car. Okay, number one, this is a yoke steering wheel. So I'm usually driving like this. Ain't no like this in this one. You got to go at the bottom with it, you know, or 10 and 2 type of thing. But I will tell you, the fact that this is a much different steering wheel, it really only takes like 10 minutes to get used to. This is a really, really dope steering wheel. But because this is a newer model, I believe this is a 2025 Model X. They've gotten rid of a lot of the stalks. I don't know if you can see that. There ain't no stalks over here. So your turning signal is literally up here, and it comes through over there. And you can customize this part to go on the screen, but I figured, hey, if you got a front cluster, why not put as much stuff as you can up top? Your lights are right here. I don't know if you can see that. This is your lights. And yep, this shows you the video, so what's going on around you. That's dope. This is your windshield wipers, and then this is a short press. You can say like, take me to, etc. Right? So that's the second thing that's like really, really quirky. And the third thing, the most quirky of them all, is the doors. So it's the fact that if you open up the doors, it'll open up automatically. That's something I was definitely not used to. But then, if you don't know anything about the Model X, if you just press this right here, the doors open up. Like so, like that. Look at that. That is crazy. Woo! It's a good looking car, man. Not gonna lie to you. Let's do this other one too. As you can see, I got the car seat in there. But yeah, man, that's a good looking car. It makes me not want to give it back. I'm like, I don't want to give it back. Like, seriously, like, what is going on? Woo! Falcon wing doors. And I'll be very honest. I really thought that like this whole Falcon wing thing was kind of flashy, and that's one of the reasons I didn't want it. But we've been to multiple places, and people just kind of think it's cool, and it's just, they go about their business. You got to keep your head on the swivel at all times in any car. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But it does have buttons, or a button, I should say, up here. This red button. So you just press that, close it, and it's closing. Yes, sir. It's dirty. I wasn't gonna get no car wash on no loaner. Hit that one. And when I tell you that this is the most comfortable car that I've ever driven, I could literally drive this for 8 hours, no problem. Literally no problem. I mean, it's premium for a reason. Okay, let me close this one. Even if you just press this, it opens up automatically. Let this open a little bit. And then I want you to see. I'm gonna press the brake. It closes automatically. So yeah, that's it's definitely been something to get used to. Even the windshield. I mean, this thing goes like all the way up. I'm still going. You know, this is the Alcantara headliner, and you can control literally everything from here. So even if I wanted to open up the trunk, the passenger door. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. And you can close it just by pressing it too. Yeah, man, I love this car. If you thinking, and so here's the other part: the Model S and the Model X, they are discontinuing. I've heard for various reasons. One of them being that they're supposed to be putting robots in the home or something to do mundane tasks like washing dishes or washing laundry, folding laundry, and stuff like that. I don't want no robot in my house. I've seen iRobot. I'm cool on that, you know? And that's why even if I put something in ChatGPT, I say please and thank you. Because when iRobot happens, they're not going to come after me and my family. It's not going to happen. Because they say, oh, no, yeah, he was mannerable. At least. He asked me a whole bunch of questions, but he did say please and thank you, right? Man, this car is amazing. Like I said, I barely want to give it back, but it is what it is. And yeah, man, my family loves it. My daughter, who is 6, she's like, can we just keep this car? My son, who is 12, said, don't worry about it. I'll talk to the manager. We'll make sure that we keep it, that it's squared away. One more quirky thing that I forgot to talk about is the fact that because there is no stalks on the left or right, literally you have, once you put your foot on the brake, now this comes up. So literally go forward or backwards. And now they have something where if you put on your seatbelt, it'll kind of predict which way you're going. So it says tap to reverse. Click on that. This comes up. Now you can kind of back out of a spot. And let's say I'm done with this and I go this way. It'll say to activate drive, tap this, and I need to go left. Then it automatically puts me in drive. That's crazy. So that's definitely another quirky thing that I had to get used to. But this car, I love this car. If I have to give it any negatives, I'm just really scared of getting the more complex something is, I know the more it's gonna cost. So those Falcon Wing doors, bro, if one of them goes out, which they'll be the same age. Maybe you have one favorite door. Like in my garage, I can't open up any of the passenger side doors, so this would probably be the favorite door, right? So like if this one is going up more than this one, if this one goes out, how much is that? $5,000-$6,000, $7,000, $6,000? I don't know. You know, I would love to know any Model X owners that's had it for a long time. Have you ever had to get a Falcon door replaced or looked at, and how much was that? That's my only thing, and it makes me want to go back to my Model Y. Like, man, I don't really have like a lot of movable parts on here because I've had it for 2 years, and the only thing I've had to do is put some oil and kind of in like one of the suspension things, and that was like $30. So that's literally all I've had to pay for, you know. So I don't know, but other than that, I can't really think of any cons. This does get kind of hot though. It's not really warm now up here. I'm also not like directly in the sun, I guess. But this does get a little toasty. So, but yeah, the hardware works really, really well. Even like pulling up Netflix and stuff, it's so fast. It's literally like an iPad screen. Like, let me show you this. So I tap to park, and I go here. Say I want to go here, and I want to go to Netflix. And we go here. You see how quick that was? And I mean, I'm in there. You could start, you could start with a movie. It's already playing. And something that doesn't happen in my car, I could pull this over and still get to whatever settings I need to, and then switch this back. Versus mine, I have to come out of this, and it's such a first world problem. Like, oh no, I have to click out of my thing that I was watching, you know. But I mean, those little things, it does make a difference, you know. I don't know. So yeah, let me know how you feeling in the comments. I love this car, and yeah, man, that's all I got. The Model S and the X, they are discontinuing. So maybe in a couple years, I'll get me a 2025. This is the last 2025 year model. Maybe I'll give me a 2025 and get hardware for it. Realistically, if I could offer any advice to anybody who doesn't have a Tesla, I would definitely say, as much as you can be, try to be in that 8-year battery warranty. Be in that 8-year battery warranty, because like I said, mine was a 2021. It wouldn't charge past 50%. My neighbor has a Model 3. He has just stopped charging altogether, and he had to wait for a tow truck and everything. And they ended up giving him a loaner, and they ended up fixing it for free, you know. But if you don't have some type of warranty on it that comes with it, if you're outside of the warranty, so for example, if you get you a 2013, 2014, or 2015 Tesla, even 2016, right? No, 2016. Yeah, so 2018 would be the last year for this year until the battery warranty goes out. So if you don't have one of those battery warranties currently, you know, I mean, it could be anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 that you have to spend on a new battery from Tesla, or even a used. But I'm not exactly even sure how that works. I hope I don't never have to go through that, because you know the battery is the life engine of the car, since it doesn't have a combustible engine per se, you know. So if you could be within that battery warranty, even something that has like 2 years left, you know, that'll give you peace of mind, right? So yeah, man, if there's anything else that you want to know, since I've driven it for a couple days now, please put it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and like. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, because I will be doing more of it. BZ out.